Welcome back to the Tahoe Real Estate Show. We're joined again with the folks from ServiceMasters, Ken and Allegra Boyd. Guys, last break we were talking about some of the new emerging technologies that helps when you come for a water or fire damage event at a business or a second home, that helps make the process a little less invasive. We were talking particularly about the dry ice blasting for mold remediation. How does it work?
Well, dry ice blasting is eco-friendly, and that was really important to us. It gives us the opportunity to remove the mold in the house by using dry ice, and there's a machine that's used, and it actually blasts the mold right off of the wood and cleans it right down to the pore. And so then we're able to literally just sweep up the residue, and so by doing that we no longer have to put anything else into the environment. So it's really more efficient. It's no more costly. In fact, it's a little less costly, and it's much better for our technicians who have to work with mold.
Allegra, some of the technology that your technicians show up to, on a first call, pretty amazing. Isaac, when he was here, came with iPads and took digital photos of everything, helped work with our insurance company. You have a pretty big warehouse that allows people, if you have to have all the contents from a home, relocated. Why does that technology come into use? We were talking about the example of someone who was had their golf clubs put in storage.
Right. So basically, when we come in, we inventory absolutely everything from start to finish. We do when we do our pack outs, we literally will remove every article. We take a picture of every single item we remove from that location. We inventory it. We write a description for it, and then we pack it into these pods. And we, like the golf situation, it was where sometimes it doesn't take a month or two to get everything back in order. It can be a really long process. So after we finish our side of the job with the restoration work, construction still has to happen. The rebuild process still has to happen. So we had a guy come into our office and say, I really want to go golfing tomorrow. We've been working on my house for 6 months. Is there any way you guys can help me find my golf clubs? So in that situation, we were able to go into our inventory system. We were able to say, oh, it's in this pod, in this box. Find that pod, pull it out, get him what he needed, and that way he was still able to do it. But without that inventory system, it keeps us going. It keeps us very involved in what's going on at all times.
Okay, so if there's fire or water damage, you guys are the ones to call, no question in my mind. But one of the things that maybe I wasn't aware of until we sat down and we actually became a customer through an emergency is your company offers a whole bunch of other services that certainly could come in handy here in a Tahoe environment. Starting first off, with bears or graffiti or.
Yeah, not only everybody knows us for our fire and water restoration, which is great. That is what we focus on. But what a lot of people don't know is we do vandalism cleanup. A lot of the lake area is involved with bear vandalism, and once a bear gets in there, they can actually do a lot of damage, and it's a situation nobody wants to deal with, but it happens pretty often. And we have the capabilities of sending our guys out there with they have to put their Tyvek suits on, they have to get everything good. It can be a really dirty job, just like anything else. We also do graffiti cleanup. Somebody does that kind of vandalism, we will go out and clean that up. We do all sorts of different things, which we also want people to know.
Family-owned and operated business located here in Lake Tahoe, multiple offices around the lake.
Yes.
We'll put your website on the screen. Appreciate you guys coming in and joining us today.
Thank
you so much.
All right, stay tuned. More of the Tahoe Real Estate Show right after the break.